All right, welcome back into another edition of Keeping Up with Snead State Athletics. The head basketball coach, Coach Patterson here. Coach, looking at you guys' record, you guys are sitting there at 17-7 now. I believe you're 10-2 in conference play. Coastal's also got 2 losses, but they only have 8 wins, so you got 2 more wins than them. But just catch everybody up to speed with what you got going on.
We had 2 tough ones last week. We went to Enterprise on Monday. That's the last time we talked. Led the whole way. Couldn't put them away. They fought hard. We done some not smart stuff at the end. Ended up having to go overtime. Made a big shot in overtime to win the game. So we win that one by 2 in overtime. Came home and played another tough one Thursday night. Had Reed State at home. Again, we took the lead, kept the lead. Couldn't put them away. Ended up having to get a stop in the last 10 seconds. Just to win the game. Probably, I usually, when that game's over with, I move on to the next game. I haven't watched the film on that one, but probably maybe 4 for 14 in the last 3 minutes from the free throw line. So, luckily, we held on. That we got to be better, but we're finding ways to win, which is important at this time of the year. But really, we're on the same track we were last year. It doesn't seem like it, but we've only lost 1 game since December.
Wow.
We load up our non-conference schedule because we want to be the most prepared. I know I've talked to you about that before.
Oh yeah.
So at one time we were 6-6. So out of our last 12 games, we're 11-1. So we're winning these games. Hopefully we can put a full game together, do the little stuff. I stay on our guys all the time because if you don't, it catches up to you.
For sure.
If you go you get in the conference tournament and you're playing the top team and you go 4 for 12 in the last 3 minutes of free throw line, you're probably going to lose.
Yeah.
We had an instance in our game at Enterprise where we're up 5 with under 20 seconds to go, and we decided to throw an alley-oop when the game's basically over, and we end up costing us, and we had to go overtime because they come down and shoot a 3. We fouled them, which is another stupid play. So, they hit 3 free throws, and then we make 1 free throw. We're still up 3, and they bank in a 30-footer to put it in overtime. So, all those little things that we're not doing like we should will catch up with you. So, hopefully, we can fix those. I don't know. It's been a lot of growing up out of this team that needs to be done. But they're working hard. They're working hard. They're playing hard. They're doing, like I said, we're getting up and keeping the lead. I wish we would extend the lead instead. But when you go on the road, like we played Enterprise the other night, first half we played really, really well, and we were up like 44-32 at halftime. But most of those teams like that, they're going to have a run in them.
Yeah.
And they started the second half with a good run. They were playing well. They got a quality team. So, we withstood it, and we kept the lead between 2 and 6 points until the very end. So,
yeah, Coach, you want to be peaking. This is the time of the year. If you had your choice to be peaking, it'd definitely be post Christmas and down this stretch. Talk about that a little bit and some of the things that you've really noticed the guys are doing well this back half of the season.
Offensively, we're playing really well for the most part. Our best thing is getting downhill. Get downhill, make the other team make decisions. Our 6'10" kid has been playing really well the last few weeks, so we've been able to utilize him as far as on the drive instead of always looking to kick it out or finish ourselves. We can just throw that joker up like 13 feet high, and he jumps up and dunks it in.
That's great.
So that, he ended up Thursday night, he had 23 points, 15 rebounds, and he only missed 3 shots. He was 10 for 13.
Pretty efficient.
Yeah, pretty efficient, but it helps when you jump up over everybody and just catch it and dunk it.
Yeah.
And, we got guys making good passes to him. So he probably had 8 or 9 alley-oops, and guys just driving, throwing it up to him. So that's a good tool to have. So we're doing well in that. We're not shooting it great. We shoot, like the team that they played us really tough defense the other night. We probably didn't make 5 threes, but we didn't shoot a bunch of them. And some of the ones we shot wasn't the best shots that like. I like drive, catch, and shoot instead of just push it up the floor, shoot a quick one. Like we want to play fast, but we want to attack first.
Yeah, attack it. Don't got
attack it, and then kick it out when all the defense. Like that. I don't think you have to. you have to push it up and shoot a three before you even get in rhythm. You know that. I'm not old school. Like, I know we need, if we make 10 threes, we're going to win. I want us shooting a bunch of threes, but I want it to be, we got guys that can really, we got guys that can really get in the paint. Last year's team shot like 38% from three-point line, which is really high. We had a couple guys that was like 42, 43%, but we were all getting clean looks because, guys were making the extra pass. They were getting to the paint and then kicking it out. So this team, I think we're at 32, 33%, but I think we shoot it as well. We just don't take the same shots.
Right. My earliest memories of getting coached in basketball was if you can penetrate the defense, there's trouble happening.
Yeah, and I've
creating chaos.
I grew up basketball, so I've watched it, coached it, all that. It evolves. Basketball evolves. Like I grew up watching NBA in the 80s, and if you watch, then everybody talks about how great it was. If you go back and watch it, they've got 10 guys within 15 feet of the goal. Their spacing's terrible. A guy might make 2 3-pointers in a game, that like he's a great shooter. I mean, but back then you throw it to the big, he double teams, he kicks it to the next one, he gets an open shot. Yeah. Now basically you do the same thing, but you drive it, have all the defense come. Defense comes. Everything we do defensively in practice, we're working on. After we get beat, what do we do?
Yeah.
Like used to, you practice, okay, we're going to double team the post. This is how we're going to rotate. Now you're basically practicing, okay, we're going to get beat on this drive because this guy's really good. When we send help, that's what we got to do. Or we're practicing. When we hedge a ball screen and that guy rolls and this guy picks him up, where's the rotation coming? So it's evolved in that way.
Yeah, it's a different world out there now. I remember just watching the game evolve over these last few years, but it's always constantly changing. It's amazing to see how it's coached, how much more skilled people are. I remember just seeing the overall skill. Now everybody can pass, dribble, and shoot. Everybody's got range. Everybody can defend multiple positions. That didn't used to be the case.
Yeah, like we don't, like not being ugly or anything, but like, unless you're 6'8", physical center, if you can't pass, dribble, and shoot, I have a hard time recruiting kids in what we want to do. We've not recruited or passed on a couple of kids that I really, really liked that's done really well at other places, but didn't really fit in what we do.
What y'all do. Yeah.
Because if you're 6'3", 6'4", but you can't shoot it, and you're not great off the dribble. But man, you're tough and you can rebound and all that. I love those kids, but they really don't fit offensively what we like to do. And if you have 2 of those guys in the game at one time, then it's easier to guard. So
that's right.
Our center normally, because of the ones that we're able to recruit and get, normally they're, 8 feet and in, finish around the rim, that kind of stuff. But if you got him and another guy that can't shoot, then the defense is able to, set back a little bit, play, pack the middle a little bit, which we don't want. We want everything spread out.
You want that floor space.
Spacing's big, and it's not rocket science, man.
Yeah.
I tell these guys if it was, I wouldn't be coaching.
That's awesome. Coach, what's this week looking like for you?
We go to Bevel tonight. They just won Thursday night. They had been on a rough stretch, but they just won Thursday night. So that's the team we beat in the conference championship last year. So I'm sure that our name's got a big bullseye. We're right in the middle of a big bullseye. So we'll go over there and probably get their best tonight. Hopefully we'll bring our best. After tonight, we actually get a week off, which is nice. This is our Thursday night game. We got 9 teams in our conference, so somebody's always off. So this is our time to be off. So get a little rest before we finish up with 3. We go to Coastal North for a huge game next Monday.
Coastal's 8-2, correct?
8-2, yeah. And they beat us head to head, and they've got to make up a game Saturday, and then they have a snow game they got to make up. So they've got 2 games they've got to make up. Is why they're two wins behind us. But in the loss column we're even, and they beat us head to head. So we really need the rest of them. But next Monday, top 2 seeds are where it's at. Top 2 seeds get a bye to the semifinals. They only allow 6 to make our tournament. Yeah. So the 3, 4, 5, and 6 have to play an extra game. So right now
That's a huge game still, though.
Yeah. Right now we're at first, but if they make up those 2 games and win them both, then we're second because they beat us head to head. Yeah, so we win that one, and that'll help out a lot. But
sure.
We definitely want to be in the top 2 so that we play Friday night, Saturday, and have a chance to win it.
Any other news or anything you'd like to talk about before we shut it down?
No, regional starting in high school. I know it's an exciting time for basketball in the state. Going to try to get over there. I know Thursday I plan on being at Wallace. A bunch of kids that we've been recruiting playing over there. Can't really name any names, but definitely going to be over there Thursday unless something happens. But I know this, for basketball fans, this is a big, exciting time. They've got their regional start, and we've got 4 games left, and then we'll go right into their conference tournament. I know last year we were playing either conference or district when the Final Four was going on. The high school spread out a little bit more now with the 7 teams, and the regionals not. When I was coaching high school, regional started on Monday and ended on Saturday. Now it's kind of like it's almost a 2-week deal now, right?
It's over into Thursday next week.
Yeah, so it starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know.
But they broke the games. It was kind of weird.
Well, I was talking with Coach Patrick Williams, who works with JSU now. He used to be my assistant, and he said because of Jacksonville being in Conference USA, they have rules that they must give they have a couple of girls games going on over the next week and a half, and you've got to allow that team that's coming in college time on the floor before they play. So it kind of threw their schedule off. So 7A's not even playing their first game till next Monday, doesn't they? A week from today.
Yeah, it's crazy. I seen that. But they usually tipped us off.
Yeah, it's done that way, but it's because they've had to spread it out like that, and they might not play a Thursday night session or whatever, but it's because of they got college games they got to do too. You can't just go 2 weeks without having a gym for games.
Yeah, you got to do it.
We had to play a Wednesday night game here because of the county tournament. We were able to make some adjustments on that, but the higher levels you get, the more rules you got. So
that's right.
Which it is. It wouldn't be fair for a team to come in and not get any time on the court at all. That's right. So it's understandable.
That, and then as soon as that's over, immediately starts the Final Four. So it's these next 3.5 weeks is going to be just basketball.
Yeah, I was talking with me and the Wallace coach are good friends. We've known each other since I guess about 2004. We coached against each other when he was middle school at Arab and I was middle school at Boaz. So we've had a 20-year relationship through basketball. And he said they's already getting their gym ready last week for regionals. So he's having to work around that. They do have a practice gym, a rec center that they can use. But he has to deal with that for a week and a half, So
it's different.
They do the county tournament there too. They deal with a lot more than what we do as far, it's all good. It helps their recruiting and all that. But when you're in the middle of the season and you don't get to be on your court for a week and a half, that can get old.
Throw your rhythm off.
Yeah. And they have to travel or play on Sundays and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. But I will say this, man, JSU regionals put together, it's to me, it's as exciting as the Final Four.
Oh, yeah.
More.
I'm a JSU graduate.
Yeah.
I was a PE major there. So, for real, in 94, 95, 96, during that time, I was, as a college student, selling programs at the regionals so that we could go on the ACE for trips, and a room was paid for. So that was right when they first started having it, and it was great then, and it's just grown and grown and grown. It's so much fun to be there. This is the time of the year where I wish, I could be more of a fan.
Yeah. Just
go watch. It's fun to go watch, and but I had to teach during the day, and then we have practice and we have games, so I don't get to go near as much as what I wish. But it is an exciting time.
Coach, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.